What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm very excited to give you guys my review of the Sneakers and Stuff collaboration with New Balance on this 991 in this navy, gray, and white colorway. Today's video was brought to you by the good people from Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell eTPU insoles, which essentially is the same material you'll find from Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box. You'll see they sell a variety of different insoles, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, whether that's for a pair of thick winter boots or for sneakers, you're going to find there's a suitable insole for everybody. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and I honestly love their insoles. To me, they're really comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout and get 15% off your entire purchase. So this in my hand, well, both of these colorways, this is the latest collaboration between Swedish-based boutique Sneakers and Stuff with New Balance. Dropping back on February 26th for a retail price of $260 each, which is the equivalent to roughly 340 Canadian dollars. Both colorways are inspired by the very first Sneakers and Stuff and New Balance collaboration, which happened back in 2005. So for today's video, I'm going to start things off reviewing this navy, gray, and white colorway first. So the style code for this shoe is M991PJ, and the colorway of this shoe is inspired by the New Balance 577 collab from 2005 that was designed by Sneakers and Stuff co-founder Peter Jensen. So I'll throw up a picture of the 577 on the screen right now, and you can see it translates very nicely onto the 991 silhouette. So both that 577 and this 991, both pairs were manufactured in New Balance's Flimby factory in England, and as such we can expect very high quality materials as always. So jumping straight into the details, unlike a lot of your traditional New Balance 991s, the base layer of the shoe on the toe box, this is actually constructed out of a smooth white colored leather. We have these very distinct, very thick perforations across the entire toe box, and then we have these synthetic overlays on either side of the toe box, along with the middle right above this. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this very premium white colored leather, and then moving downwards, covering the eyelets of the shoe, we have this very dark blue, almost black colored suede. The top two eyelets are constructed out of this gray colored TPU material, and then underneath this on the mid panel we have more of that navy blue colored suede. Stitched on top of this we have the New Balance N logo done in this reflective 3M finish, and then moving downwards we have more suede, but we have an overlay of this very premium navy blue colored leather. Wrapping on the bottom of the heel, we have this gray colored suede, which feels very buttery and very smooth and soft to the touch. We have this oval shaped cutout in the middle, which reveals this 991 branding embroidered in blue, and at the top of the heel we have another hit of navy blue colored leather. Wrapping around the bottom of the heel we have this TPU heel clip, which gives you added structure and support for the back end of the shoe. And then turning our attention back to the front, so for the laces, these come with two different pairs of laces. My favorite pair were these flat style white laces, but they also give you a secondary pair of dark navy blue colored laces as well. Underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue is constructed out of white colored mesh, but we have this suede overlay on the top, along with New Balance and 991 embroidered in navy blue. The inner liner of the shoe is lined in this white colored mesh material, and then as for the insoles, these come with their standard foam padded 991 insole. It's done in this gray colored finish, and we have New Balance and SNS branding stamped on the heel. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this chunky absorbed foam midsole. The midsole is painted in gray on the forefoot, and we have this triangular absorbed wedge. On the heel this is left in white, but we have another visible absorbed wedge protruding out the heel, and this is done in more of an olive gray tone. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of gray and black colored rubber. The New Balance N logo forms the traction pattern on the forefoot, and we have New Balance branding on the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these 991s. And for those wondering about sizing, more often than not the New Balance 991 fits true to size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. And yes, some specific releases of the 991 fit a bit roomier, and because of that I can sometimes go a half size down. But like I said, usually true to size or a size 10 in my case is good. However, for this specific release, I felt like they ran a little bit longer than usual. So because of my slightly wider feet, the width of the shoe was absolutely perfect, but there was just over a finger's width between the edge of the shoe and the top of my toe, which is a little bit roomier than I usually like. So I don't know in my specific case I would go a half size down or not. I feel like the width of the shoe might be a little bit too snug, but if you have narrow or normal width feet, I'd probably recommend going the half size down. Just to give you guys a point of comparison, I usually stick true to size in New Balance silhouettes like the 991, the 1500, the 1530, the 997, and the 990 V2 because of its more narrow toe box, along with most of my 2002 Rs. And in comparison, I usually go a half size down in other New Balance silhouettes like the 992, the 990 V3, V4, V5, the 998, and some of my 550s as well. Moving on to the comfort, so overall the 991 is comfortable, but it's not the most comfortable New Balance silhouette out there. Compared to something like the 992 or the 990 V4, V5, I feel like the 991 doesn't have as much cushioning underfoot, and the way the midsole is stacked, it's a little bit higher up on the heel, whereas the forefoot is a little bit more minimal. So relatively speaking, I don't feel as much of that cushioning and responsiveness underneath the forefoot specifically. However, for just an everyday casual use shoe, the 991 is going to feel perfectly fine. So don't worry, they're not uncomfortable by any means. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so like I said in the beginning, this shoe is made in New Balance's England factory in Flimby, which means my expectations were pretty high. So I gotta say the quality of the materials was really nice. The leather specifically has a very nice thick cut to it, and while it's not your typical soft leather that a lot of other major brands use, by feeling it and by smelling it, you can really tell that it is quality leather. And similarly, the suedes feel super soft, very buttery to the touch, and I was very happy about this. And in terms of the overall build, I wouldn't say it was perfect. There were some extra long threads that I had to trim off myself and some glue stains visible, but all in all, the build of the shoe was pretty solid. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. While this isn't the most loud and in-your-face colorway, I think it makes this shoe very wearable and very versatile. I think this colorway has a very grown man vibe to it. It almost reminds me of like a golf shoe. So if that fits your aesthetic, this is going to be a perfect shoe to rock. But if you're looking for a shoe that's going to break a lot of necks and turn heads, this might not be the colorway for you. Either way though, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this New Balance 991 sneakers and stuff. Between this one, the Peter colorway, and this one, the Eric colorway, which of the two do you guys prefer? I'll let you know my final thoughts between the two when I review this one coming soon. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on my Instagram at esco8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.